On first down, it's done. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Taylor Mays helped to make the stop. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Brady. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They do go for it. It's Brady. And they're getting him involved early. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long...
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
That's the score. Broncos 7. Buccaneers nothing.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Brady to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
3rd and goal.
To throw is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. From his linebacker spot, that's Derek Brooks with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3 and out.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Broncos first down.
Back to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First down, Denver.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but it's going to be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
12 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 25-yard line.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
At the 30-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw here. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Andrew Adams. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for the Buccaneer TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good oversized lead, not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And that one makes it 14-7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On 1st down, Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own
Now
sideline.
we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This is Gordon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
He was brought down by Levante David. 2 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and 8. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Second and 8 coming up. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you get a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Come on, guys, pick it up.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he finds Gronk. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll look to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 18 more yards there and another first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Denver.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Buccaneers 17.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Make it happen! Buccaneers.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it up and through.
Is good. That ties the game 24-24.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one complete to Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. He makes someone miss. That could turn into the big play you're looking for.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
But, partner, look where the ball's being placed now. They're deep in the red zone, which to me, that opens up their options, because they can run the field goal kicker out there right now, or they can decide to run a play and put it into the perfect position he might require in order to make the game.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.